Did Meghan Markle try to steal Princess Kate's spotlight again? That is the question royal watchers on both sides of the Atlantic have been asking after a new debate suddenly exploded online. At first glance, it may seem like a coincidence. Princess Kate was making headlines during a major appearance connected to her Italy visit. At nearly the same time, Meghan Markle appeared in Geneva to speak about children's online safety and the dangers of social media. Two different women, two different events, two completely different causes. So, why are people comparing them? And why are some royal commentators claiming that this is just the latest chapter in a rivalry that refuses to disappear? Today, we're taking a closer look at the timing, the reactions, and the debate that has divided royal fans once again. Because what started as two separate public appearances quickly turned into something much bigger. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to decide for yourself whether this was simply an unfortunate coincidence, or whether there is more to the story than meets the eye. Before we talk about Meghan, we need to understand why Kate's appearance attracted so much attention in the first place. Over the past year, Princess Kate has remained one of the most talked about members of the royal family. Every public appearance she makes receives enormous media coverage. Every speech is analyzed. Every photograph is shared across social media. And many royal supporters believe she's become one of the most trusted and admired figures within the monarchy. That is why her Italy-related engagements attracted so much interest. Royal fans were eager to see her. Commentators praised her confidence. Newspapers highlighted her popularity. And for many supporters, it felt like another successful moment for the future queen. But then something unexpected happened. As headlines about Kate were circulating, another royal story suddenly began attracting attention, and that story involved Meghan Markle. Now, by itself, there would be nothing unusual about that. After all, Meghan remains one of the most famous women in the world. Whenever she speaks publicly, people pay attention. However, some royal commentators quickly noticed something they believed was interesting: the timing. And once that conversation began, social media exploded. But what exactly did Meghan do? That's where the story becomes much more interesting. While Kate was generating headlines, Meghan was appearing in Geneva. The Duchess of Sussex participated in discussions focused on children's online safety and the impact social media can have on young people. The subject itself was serious. It was important. And many people praise Meghan for bringing attention to an issue affecting families around the world. Supporters argued that this was exactly the type of work she should be doing. They pointed out that online safety is a growing concern. They said Meghan was using her platform to raise awareness. And they believed the event deserved attention regardless of what anyone else in the royal family happened to be doing. But not everyone saw it that way. Some royal critics began asking questions. Questions that quickly spread across social media. Was the timing completely accidental? Or was it possible that Meghan's appearance ended up competing for headlines at the same moment Kate was receiving positive coverage? Now it's important to remember that there is no public evidence suggesting Meghan intentionally planned anything to overshadow Kate. None. But in the world of royal gossip, perception often becomes part of the story. And once people start asking questions, the debate can take on a life of its own. Suddenly, thousands of comments appeared online. Some defended Meghan, others defended Kate. And before long, what should have been two separate stories became one major royal debate. Yet what happened next may be the most revealing part of the entire situation. One of the most fascinating things about the royal family is that people often see the same event in completely different ways. And this situation proved exactly that. For Meghan supporters, the criticism made no sense. They argued that she has every right to attend events, give speeches, and support causes she believes in. They pointed out that the world doesn't stop simply because another royal is making headlines. According to them, turning every Meghan appearance into a comparison with Kate is unfair. Many supporters even accused critics of looking for controversy where none existed. But critics had a different perspective. Some argued that these timing overlaps happen too often. Others suggested that whenever Kate enjoys a positive media moment, another Sussex-related headline seems to appear shortly afterward. Again, these were opinions and theories being discussed online, not proven facts. Yet those opinions gained traction because they tapped into a narrative that has existed for years. The idea that Meghan and Kate are somehow competing. Whether fair or unfair, that narrative continues to attract enormous attention. And here's the interesting part. Even when neither woman says anything about the other, the public still compares them. Their fashion, their speeches, their popularity, their projects. Almost everything becomes part of a larger conversation, which raises an important question. Are Meghan and Kate actually rivals? Or are people creating a rivalry because they enjoy the drama? That question may be at the heart of this entire controversy. But there's another reason this story refuses to disappear, and it has everything to do with history. To understand why this debate became so intense, we need to look at what happened in previous years. The relationship between Meghan and the royal family has been discussed endlessly since Harry and Meghan stepped away from royal duties. Interviews, documentaries, books, public statements. Every development generated headlines around the world. During that period, stories about Meghan and Kate frequently appeared in newspapers and online discussions. Sometimes those stories suggested tension. Sometimes they suggested misunderstandings. And sometimes they were simply rumors. Regardless of what was true and what was not, one thing became clear. People became emotionally invested in choosing sides. Some strongly support Meghan. Others strongly support Kate. Many support both. And every news story tends to reactivate those old debates. That is exactly what happened here. The moment people noticed the timing of these appearances, they connected it to years of previous headlines. Suddenly, a speech in Geneva was no longer just a speech. A royal visit was no longer just a royal visit. Everything became part of a much larger narrative. And that narrative is what keeps audiences watching. Because people aren't only asking what happened, they're asking what it means. Could this be another example of media exaggeration? Could it simply be coincidence? Or does it reveal something deeper about how royal stories are covered? Those questions continue to fuel discussion, and the reactions have been fascinating to watch. As the debate continues, one thing is becoming increasingly clear. The conversation may say more about the public than it does about Meghan or Kate. Both women remain incredibly influential. Both attract huge media attention, and both have passionate supporters. That combination almost guarantees that comparisons will continue. Whether Meghan intended to attract headlines or not, people noticed. Whether Kate was affected by the coverage or not, people talked about it. And in today's media environment, sometimes the discussion becomes bigger than the original event itself. Perhaps the most surprising part of this story is how quickly it spread. Within days, commentators, newspapers, social media users, and royal fans were all discussing the same question. Did Meghan simply attend an important event? Or did the timing unintentionally create a new royal controversy? At the moment, there is no definitive answer. But what is certain is that the debate has once again highlighted the fascination people have with Meghan Markle and Princess Kate. Years after the original Sussex drama began, interest remains incredibly strong. And every new appearance seems capable of starting another conversation. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think this was simply a coincidence? Or do you understand why some royal fans believe the timing raised questions? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed today's discussion, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest royal news and analysis. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.